Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. A federal judge has ruled that US President Donald Trump unlawfully ordered National Guard troops to Portland, Oregon, in a legal setback to the administration's use of the military in American cities. The ruling by US District Judge Karin Immergut is the first to permanently block Trump's use of military force to quell protests against immigration authorities. Trump is also attempting to do that in Democratic-led Los Angeles, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. It replaces her interim order that had prevented the Portland deployment. A White House spokeswoman said Trump had exercised his lawful authority to protect federal officers. US drug maker Pfizer has clinched a $10 billion deal for obesity drug developer Metsera, capping a fierce biotech bidding war between the New York-based pharma giant and Danish rival Novo Nordisk. Metsera accepted a sweetened offer from Pfizer late on Friday, citing US antitrust risks in Novo's bid that it had previously called superior. The Danish obesity drug behemoth said on Saturday it would exit the race. Italian banks support the ECB's digital euro project, but want costs spread over time, citing high expenses. Some French and German banks warn an online ECB wallet for daily payments could drain deposits from traditional banks. China says it is waiting for concrete action from the Netherlands to resolve a dispute over chip maker Nexperia, which has caused chip shortages and threatened car production. Beijing's Commerce Ministry confirmed it has agreed to a Dutch request to send representatives to Beijing for talks on the issue. Nexperia, though based in the Netherlands, is owned by Chinese firm Wingtech. Russia has launched a barrage of drones and missiles in overnight attacks on Ukraine, killing at least 3 people and damaging large energy infrastructure facilities in 3 regions. President Zelensky said Russia had launched more than 450 drones and 45 missiles. 2 people were killed and 12 wounded in the city of Dnipro when a drone hit an apartment building. 1 person was killed in the Kharkiv region. Turkey has issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and several senior Israeli officials on charges of genocide and crimes against humanity linked to Israel's war on Gaza. According to a statement released by the Istanbul Prosecutor's Office, the warrants target 37 Israeli officials, including Defense Minister Israel Katz, National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, and Army Chief Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir. Turkish authorities accuse Israeli leadership of systematically perpetrating atrocities in Gaza since the conflict erupted in October 2023. The United States has granted Hungary a 1-year exemption from US sanctions for using Russian oil and gas, after Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán pressed his case for a reprieve during a friendly meeting with President Donald Trump in Washington. Orbán, a longtime Trump ally, met with Trump at the White House on Friday for their first bilateral meeting since the Republican returned to power, and explained why his country needed to use Russian oil at a time when Trump has been pressing Europe to stop doing so. Members of Ireland's soccer governing body have approved a resolution instructing their board to submit a formal motion to UEFA, seeking the immediate suspension of Israel from European competitions. The resolution cites alleged violations by Israel's Football Association, including failure to enforce anti-racism policies and organising clubs in occupied Palestinian territories without the consent of the Palestinian Football Association. US President Donald Trump has said that no government official will attend the Group of 20 summit in South Africa later this month because of what he said were human rights abuses taking place in the country. Trump has claimed Afrikaners face persecution based on their race in the black-majority country, allegations the South African government has denied. Vice President J.D. Vance, who was expected to attend the Group of 20 world leaders in Johannesburg from November 22nd to 23rd, is no longer going. US Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has warned that he can force airlines to cut up to 20% of flights if the government shutdown did not end, as US airlines scramble to make unprecedented government-imposed reductions. The Federal Aviation Administration instructed airlines to cut 4% of flights on Friday at 40 major airports because of the government shutdown. The cuts will rise to 10% by November 14th. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.